everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I am getting my last 2 containers replanted for the winter season. Now, as you can see, we finally did have a killing frost, and that beautiful big leaf tabashina and my last tomato, the cream sausage, have both been nipped. So I'm going to take this opportunity to just pull these out of the containers, put in some fresh soil cube organic compost, and then get them planted with things that are frost tolerant. And that includes great edible plants, things like parsley, celery, broccoli, cauliflower, Swiss chard, arugula, mustard, spinach, lettuce. And I'm also going to include snapdragons and violas. I can't wait to show you how these containers that greet me every day as I enter and leave my home will turn out to provide me beautiful interest for the cool season. So it's really funny that I chose this to be my warm-up exercise before I take on big sections of the garden, because pulling out that tabashina took like every ounce of strength that I possess. But I'm thrilled, the pot is empty. I'm gonna get it refilled with soil cube compost, which I use both for in-ground and container plantings exclusively. I don't mix it with anything, I plant straight up in it. And I'm gonna get these replanted so I can check this one thing off my to-do list for today, Black Friday, one of the busiest days in my garden here in Zone 7. So I had this pot that wasn't planted for the winter season. I just filled it with more soil cube. I actually added just a little bit of triple shred hardwood mulch to the top. And I have a couple of seed packs of wheat. This is Georgia Gore wheat, left over from my fall seed sales. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for me to actually use one of my seed packs that I've been selling and show everybody how easy it is to grow. So I am literally just gonna scatter that whole seed pack out. The seed packs I think are so pretty. I hate throwing them away. And now I'm just going to kind of agitate the seeds into the soil. That way they have good contact to be able to germinate. And then again, just kind of flatten the surface out, and I'll water this in. And this will probably germinate somewhere within a week to 10 days, depending on temperatures. We don't have any really cold temperatures in the forecast, so I think this will germinate relatively fast. And it'll grow out just like green grass all winter until next spring, when it bolts and actually starts flowering as wheat stalks. And then I can harvest those to eat, or I can simply reuse the seed for growing again next year. So what did I plant in these containers? So I planted some palms that I've had in my greenhouse waiting to go in the ground, and I want to plant them next door, but I'm not at that stage. So I figured I could put this sable minor, which is a native palm, here in this pot. It'll look great all winter. It's totally evergreen and cold hardy. And at the base, I just put in some white violas and some parsley that I had sown back in July. Now in this container, I did a similar combo, except this is a trachycarpus. So that is a non-native palm that is also winter hardy and totally evergreen, with the same combo at the base of parsley and white violas. And while we're talking containers, let's just do a quick tour so that you can see all of my winter interest container combos that I've planted over the course of the last month. Starting here in my driveway with the live wall, which is entirely planted with direct seeded barley. This is the first year that I've ever done all barley in the wall, and it looks so cool. It's barley on both sides, and I have taken the irrigation system out of service for the year, so I'm just hand watering this about once, maybe twice a week with the hose. You can see it's growing great. I love that spring green of the barley, which will look like that all winter long. Now at the base of it, I've got a nice little bowl planter with chives and some more violas. And then in the big crescent pots, I've got some fun combinations, including Swiss chard, thyme, parsley violas, snapdragons, and cardoon here. And on this side, I've added some interesting mustard hybrids that should look really cool all winter. Across the front here, we have more hybrid mustards that are like really nice cut leaf, which I really like. And again, cardoon, snapdragons, and more violas. And I've repeated that across the front in all three of these planters, and I added a cut branch of the palm, Trachycarpus fortunei, which is planted right here. Now those have been cut for almost a month, and you can see they're starting to look a little dehydrated. But with the holiday season upon us, I'm going to take an opportunity to simply spray paint those a color of my choice to give them some extra pizzazz through the holiday season. Now here we have the window box planted with native carex, and I'm just hand watering this using a watering can. And I have just stuffed some dried hydrangea paniculata flowers in here. Again, for the holidays, I'm going to take advantage of this and actually probably spray paint some different types of branches to make this really have like a wow factor. My other west-facing window box is planted very similarly to my east-facing with that native carex, and this also has some white violas mixed in, and I need to give this a drink of water. Now out here on my back patio, I also have two planters, bog pots, of our native Sarracenia, and these are all cold hardy and will remain essentially evergreen through the winter season. Here on the back patio, again, I have a pot with a cordellini that's been potted for years, and next to it is agapanthus. These have both been in these containers for several years, planning to put them in the ground in the spring. And you can see I just added some violas to these pots. Now the recent frost has taken down this impatiens. I'll pull that out today and put in winter interest mustard in its place. The main thing here is that everything is Cubby approved. This is his favorite place to sit in the sun and lounge. Now the opposite of winter interest would be all of these frosted tomatoes that I will have to deal with. But I have two big pots here. One right here with a really wonderful hybrid magnolia, and over here a matching pot with a great thread leaf Chamaecyparis. So I'll be replanting these as soon as I get all of the tomatoes cleaned up. And then all the pots in the fire pit area are looking great for the winter season. You can see the barley has germinated really well. It's filling that container out. This combo pot with snapdragons, dianthus, mustard, violas, parsley, and direct seeded lettuce. And here in this great raised bed, this is the Nest by Crescent, and that is a combo of barley and red Russian kale. And of course, the frost took out this tomato, which I still had a few fruit on. You can see they're not really harvestable, they're mushy and off color. and that's because of cold damage. But now it's time to yank out that tomato. So I probably won't yank out, I'll actually just cut it out of the pot. That way I don't disturb the soil or the roots of anything else that's growing. Well, this winter season, I hope you'll be inspired to do some interesting container combinations and enjoy the experience as much as me. Any container will do, small, medium, large, even a great big feed tank is an opportunity for you to grow something that you love through the cool season. If you found this video to be helpful, please give me a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and be sure to subscribe to the Breathe a Plant Lady YouTube channel. And as always, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Happy gardening.